Going live. Okay. Hello. Welcome to my video. I'm Ian Appelis, aka Ian Harris. I'm your acrylic guru, and this is episode 10 of my Friday Night Live Q&A. Hit the like button below as we get started, and put some comments below if you want to ask anything as well. I'm just going across and sharing this on my Facebook page, so bear with me for 2 seconds. There we go. And okay, and then why is that there like that, the copy thing? I think I press like that and it's done. All right, so like I said, welcome to my video. This is Q&A, episode 10, where you can ask me questions, and I like to acknowledge and connect with my followers and subscribers. All right, and I'm going to try not to twist in this chair. It's a swivel chair, and it's very easy to twist in it. I'm just going to have to turn. Chat was disabled on live feed. I'm just going to have to turn the volume down on that. That was the old one, Janice. I went live, but something went wrong, so I had to stop it, delete it, and start all over again. So who we got here? We got Salus. Oh, I went wacky. Angela Young, that's better. Hi Ian, hi Mark, hi members. We got Lulu, Joanne, watching from Southern Illinois, USA. Hello, Joanne there. Glad you're on, says Angela Young. Thank you very much, Angela. Paul, hi Ian. Paul from the UK. It's 2:07 a.m. there. Yes, I'm sorry about that, but it's very difficult to please every city or country around the globe, so I'm trying to hit the timeline I'm on now, but sorry about that. Paul. Denise, hello from Oklahoma. Patrick, love your videos. Thank you, Patrick. Hoswina, good night, Ian, says Hoswina. Sabra, hello from the USA. Reba, hi. Karen Parker, g'day, Karen Parker. There you go, Karen Parker. Pamela from California. We've got Lisa Bradley from Rogersville, Tennessee. Rogersville. Hi, Ian. I love you. Thank you, Lulu. Paul, worth it, Paul. Gonzo, hello from Antarctica. G'day, Gonzo. I'm going to get Janice Burns. Okay, now we're working. Yes, that's because you're on the right live feed, Janice. The one you clicked on before, I cancelled it, and you were able to click on it before it was actually deleted. So sorry about that. Who else we got here? Hello from Indianapolis, USA, says Angie. Celeste, hello from Covington, TN, wherever Covington, TN is. I'm not sure where that is. Gypsy Girl, g'day from Australia. G'day, Gypsy Girl. Hello from everyone else who is in Australia here. It's very rare I get people from Australia, but when I do, I'm quite happy that people in Australia are joining onto my shows here. Carrie Hammond from Southern California. We've got Marilyn Lynch from the Midwest of the USA here. And Gonzo. Lisa Bradley, my sister lives in Rogersville, Tennessee. Okay, now we'll get on with the show. This is Q&A. Ask me whatever questions you want, whether it's to do with my YouTube videos or my Facebook group page, my Facebook page in general, or something about me. Anything you want, so long as it's a question and I can answer it. And if I feel I can send someone else on here to ask it as well, or someone else might want to answer it, they're welcome to as well. But let's get on with the show, and I'd like to thank my Patreons that joined board in the last week. 3 people joined on my Patreon platform, and I want to acknowledge those people, which was Angela Young. Thank you very much, Angela Young, for your support. Pamela Fleming. Thank you very much, Pamela Fleming. And Leanne Warina, or Warina. Thank you very much to those people who joined my Patreon platform and are supporting my content. Angela, Pamela, and Leanne. Much appreciated there. Also, during the last week, I sold one of my, I think it was something similar to this palm tree one. I sold that one, and that went to Deborah Lalonde. So thank you very much for buying my art, Deborah. And just remember, all my art tutorials are for sale. There is a link in the description below. Okay, what else we got going up here? 72 below zero here says Gonzo. Hey, Mark, made it. Let me just see. Glad to see. Hope you're feeling better, says Sharon to Janice. Did I miss your crackle painting tutorial? No, you didn't. It's not a crackle painting. I tried to, I put a comment there because some people thought that's the way the painting was going to look. That's it there. I just put it out there prior before release, but I blurred it in a stained glass white version, just so you can't see what the full painting looks like yet, because I'd like to release it with the video. So I just put it as a spoiler alert, but I distorted it. So this is the one here, okay, and I'll be releasing that early next week, the thumbnail with its picture, and that's also available for sale as well. There are links in the description below. You can check out for my blooper channel, my art group page, my Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook there. That when you follow me or add me as a friend, you can message me. But be sure, if you're going to add me as a friend, message me and tell me that you met me on YouTube, okay? So I know you're not a robot page or anything like that. There's a link for my art that is for sale, what is available there to purchase, and my video catalogue on my YouTube channel. There's over 240 videos on my YouTube channel there, okay? So do yourself a favour and check them out. Tammy Sharp says, I told you. Well, I didn't get up to the top there. Where are we? Thank you for doing dark canvas with clouds, says Linda Armstrong. Tammy Sharp is saying, that was crazy, couldn't log on. Guess I'm on here now. Yes, you are, Tammy Sharp. You are on. If you can comment there, that's wonderful to have you here. Tammy Sharp's also purchased one of my paintings. That's a very familiar name I'm familiar with. And people that I'm familiar with, I think I'd give you a shout out and just let everyone know that you have purchased some of my work, which is fantastic. I love it. That one is cool, says Tammy. Gonzo, Ian. Here's our first question from Gonzo. Finally getting a question going on here, eh? Ian, what's your favourite thing to paint? Sunsets or oceans? I like to paint anything, but I sort of keep with themes that work for my channel. That doesn't mean they're my favourite thing to paint, but my favourite thing to paint, I suppose, would be detailed stuff and things that are acknowledged by someone looking at it and they know exactly what it is. They're not sort of wondering. I don't really have a favourite thing to paint, as I'm painting so many different subjects for my channel. I sort of can get lost with that, I suppose, yeah, if that makes sense to you. There we go, Sulos Creations. Can you please do another sunset painting like the second one down on the right? Second one down. That's my right there. Or maybe this one. I don't know. Yeah, I'm back. It's confusing here, but there's plenty of sunsets / sunrises in my video catalogue. Have a look in the link in the description below to find my videos, and you'll see heaps of sunset / sunrise videos there. But I'm always going to do different coloured versions, like this one here, that blue one up the top there. It's sort of turquoisey colours. It's fantastic. It's a different shade to the reds and yellows and oranges and browns. Mark Forbes, I just woke up. Indiana, 3.7 years now. Living in Indonesia, from America, living in Indonesia for 3.5 years now. Good on you, Mark. Okay, I just sent a friend request on Facebook. I will message you later. Okay, I'll get to that later on there, Denise. Where is the donation link? I didn't know you can have a donation link here. If you want to go to my patrons page, there's a link in the description below. You can become a patron, and that's where you can support my content there and pledge anything from $1 upwards every month. I think donation links are linked on the Facebook page when you go Facebook Live, but I don't see anything here. It's something I can look into anyway. Pam McDaniel, do the seascapes you paint look like your beaches in Australia? Yes, they do. They do, absolutely. Cuties in the suit, says Tammy Sharp. Darren, hi mate. Question 2 weeks ago, do you think Aboriginal dot art, which is what I'm doing? Oh, what do you think of Aboriginal dot art? That's good stuff. There's Aboriginal art, and there's other Aboriginal art that actually has stories within the dots and the layouts. And it's always good if you know the artist and find out exactly what story is in that art, even if you purchase some Aboriginal art. But Aboriginal art is fantastic stuff. I bought one, but you can't see it. It's behind my black curtain there. It's a kangaroo Aboriginal art. I'll have to bring it out for next week's show. Angela Young, I'm learning to blend again. I have gone from Mont paint to Matisse paint, so different. Any input for upgrading to a more structured paint? Members, anyone can help, please. I find Matisse is a very thick structured paint. I have Matisse and I have Atelier paints. Atelier paint is a structured paint, but it's not as, to me, I don't feel it's as structured as Matisse. Matisse can be very thick, very thick. So you have to work out how you can thin it down, if you want to thin it down with water, or use a retarder to thin it down so it'll stay wet longer as well. Just a little bit though, don't overdo it. But someone else might be able to answer Angela Young's question there as well. Kirby Harris, hi Ian, from Watsonville, it's California, I'm assuming, CA. Carol, hi Ian, all my art friends from Carolina. Mark, okay, thank you. Cracker Box is saying, do you do super chat? Oh, you can do super chat. Cracker Box, I'm not sure what super chat means. If you want to put it, put another answer there, another question to that super chat. I love your stories of Aboriginal art lessons next week. I love your stories of Aboriginal art. Doing a lesson next week. Okay, thank you, Angela. I can't read that one. It's a different font. Hello, everybody. Just woke up, dozed off, lots of chores today, says Crackerbox. Just want to thank you for teaching us, says Sulis. You're very welcome. Also, my art group page. People that aren't in my art group, you can always send a invite to come to the art group page. There's a link in the description below, and on there be sure to credit other artists or YouTube tutorials or photo references that you got it from, just so we know where you got your work from. And there's also, I'd like the people that are already on the group to get yourself familiar with the description and the rules for the group as well. Everyone's going great there. It's all great on the group there. But just get yourself familiar with the rules there, so as you can always stay within the rule guidelines, I suppose. And Mark, if you're online here, Mark, if you can put a link up, if you haven't already, you can put a link up to Iron DeCoit art group page and the Ianapolis Art Network, okay? Patricia Lewis, Ian, do you have a tutorial for pictures over your left shoulder? My left shoulder's here. Everything here is a tutorial. Every painting you see I have is a tutorial here. Okay, they are on my video catalog there. Go to the link in the description below. Check out my videos and scroll through until you see these thumbnails. The thumbnails are the painting, the actual painting, okay? There's no clickbait there. Gonzo, Ian, Super Chat is how you set up a live chat and collect donations during your live. Well, it's something I'll have to look into. I haven't set it up, so I'm already live now, and this is going, and I don't see anything for a Super Chat. Oh, hang on a minute. Just let me. There's a dollar sign up here. What does that mean? Add inserted. Oh, that's the monetizing. Sorry. Get off there. Let me see what this is. Pop-up chats, toggle timestamp, participants. No, I'll have to look into that, Gonzo, because yeah, I've never heard of Super Chat. I had seen donation buttons, but I thought that might have been on the Facebook Live. But if there's something here, probably I have to set it up as I'm setting the video live feed up. But I haven't looked into that on this one. Sorry. Super Chat allows people to donate on chat. Well, I must look into it because it would support and help my content every time I'm buying paints and that. And you know, my videos on YouTube, they're all for free. There's some people that don't even realise this, but they're free to watch. But they do cost me money, but I love doing them. And I love teaching people on YouTube as well, okay? And I love showing you what I can do for you to learn and achieve as well, okay? So if there's a way I can get donations happening, I'll be into that as well. Mark Babbitt, here is a link. Facebook, okay. Here is a link to Indianapolis Art Network Facebook. I've just got to allow that, Mark. There we go. Tammy Sharp, have you ever painted oils? No, I haven't, Tammy. I mean, I've got some water-based oils, and I'm just at the moment practicing with those, because what I'd like to do is, say like a painting like this, a landscape painting, before they get varnished, I'd like to use the acrylic painting as a underpainting and get oils and then detail the trees more vibrantly and more sharp, and then do that as a mixed media painting with acrylic underpainting and an oil on top. But the oil I'm using will be a water base because it's easy to clean up. But that's just something I'm practicing in my own time. Nothing's going to change on my channel. No tutorials will be coming up on those water-based oils either, okay? Because I'm learning with them myself. He does acrylic, says Cracker Box. Lulu, believe that with your tutorials we can paint. Yes, I'm trying to teach people that you can paint. If whatever I'm painting, you can paint. It's a matter of, in your heart, you want to do it, and you need to practice procedures to be able to do it, okay? Janice Burns, 39 watching now, but only 18 thumbs up. Let's give Ian a thumbs up. There we go. Yeah, I've got 42 people watching now. So let's stop for a minute. Stop writing a comment for a minute, because I'm not going to be able to read it. And everyone that hasn't hit the thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button and share this video to your social media, okay? Your Instagram, your Facebook, if you have an art group page, anything like that. I'm a friendly fella. All right. There we go. All right. Support him on Patrons. Absolutely. Buy his paintings. I've bought two, says Tammy Sharp. Absolutely. And Tammy Sharp is a patron of mine as well. So I thank you very much, Tammy. Gonzo, got to get up early. Good night, Ian. Thank you for all you do. I'm a true fan. Good night, Guru. Good night to you, Gonzo. Gonzo's going to sleep, everybody. He's got to get up early, so he has to go, and I better uncross my legs so I can be sitting like a gentleman. Have we all got our coffees this Friday evening here? Well, in Australia, it's Saturday morning. We've been going for 18 minutes, 19 minutes now. There's 46 people. Enjoy your coffee. Ask me questions. Angela Young is saying, Mark Babbitt, another question. Would you be kind, though, even though you are already kind to all? Can you maybe do a short video on more structured paint to see how you do it? I have shared. There you go. Is that to Mark? That's a question to Mark. I'm taking it, Angela. Hello from Missouri, says Amelia. Crackerbox is saying good night to Gonzo. Paul Wren, like and shared. Thank you very much, Paul. Maria is saying good night, Ianapolis. Sorry you have to go, Maria. Carol Cliffords. Do you know if water-based oils dry faster than regular oils? I'm pretty sure they can. Like if you thin them down with water, you can thin them down with water, or you can use a terps to thin them down. But if you're thinning them down with water, when the water dries out of it, it will dry them quicker, I'm assuming. And there also is a liquid you can add to your oils which help oils dry quicker. Okay, and it probably wouldn't hurt. I don't know, maybe it's not a good idea, or it cannot hurt with water oils to dry them with the fan dryer, okay, as well, to help dry them quicker. Good night, Gonzo. Angela Lung, no, sorry, you actually... You should separate the message. Okay. Sharon Russell, hello, everyone. Ian, what paint brushes do you use? I think the ones I use are too soft, not getting into the tooth of the canvas properly. Do you source locally in Perth? No, I don't. I get my brushes from the hardware store, like in Australia's Bunnings. Things like this are 2-inch brushes. And something like this is not too soft. You can push it into the teeth of your canvas. And if you're painting on canvas paper, you would go softer, because if you hit too hard on canvas paper, you're virtually pushing your paint away and you're getting back to the paper again. I just use these type of brushes for blending. And if you look in my videos, you can see what sort of other filbert brushes or small brushes I might be using, fan brushes, okay? I don't have any brushes to source out, unfortunately. I just got my fan brush and blending brushes, and we'll try out today, says Mark Forbes. Sarah, I agree with Mark. Tutorials on mediums would be super helpful. I've done some tutorials about paints, understanding your paints and your brushes and stuff. That's where I like to tell people, check out my video catalogue in the links below. I have over 240 videos in there, and there's so many different titles in there that you can choose from. Tutorials, hints and tips, understanding your brushes, your paints, your acrylic stuff there. Have a look. Fireball wine, beer here. Some people are having a beer. Ian can teach anyone to paint. You just have to practice, 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 says Janice Burns. Exactly. It's all it takes. I only got where I am today because I practiced painting. And I was, when I was young, I've always been artistically talented with drawing, but I've just got on to actually using paint since 2012. Being artistic does help, but if you're not artistic and you want to paint, you can paint, and you can paint brilliantly if you put a lot of practice in. You can do 6 months of practice and look like you've been painting for years, or you can be painting for years and done not much practice and look like you've only been painting for a couple of months. Okay, so it all takes practice. Sorry, Ian, can you do a short video on structured paints? That question earlier was for you. I am bad. Okay, Angela Young. You've been a bad girl. That's okay. I'll look into that. Let me look into it. Okay, good subject there. Mark Forbes. I use cotton canvas and got much better results on Ian tutorial paintings. There you go. Thank you very much, Mark, for the feedback there. People are getting good results from watching my tutorials. Paul Wren. Do you have a tutorial yet on beach landscapes? Do you have a tutorial on beach landscapes? He's asking Paul Wren. Yes, I do. I have plenty in there. Look at the thumbnails on the tutorials, and it's virtually showing you what you're going to paint. And if there's a subject in that tutorial you just want to source, let's just say this one here, you might see the landmass and you think, I want to know how to paint that. I'm not worried about that. So you can watch the video to learn how to paint this section here, or you can watch the video to learn how I painted the sky or how I painted the water. You can also look at videos that way. So there's, within a way, there's pretty much 3 subjects within the painting the sky background, the subject, and the foreground, okay? So you can look at any of those three elements in the painting tutorial on the thumbnail and work out that way as well. I love the sky, love this, love that. I'm going to watch this video and see how we did that and adopt your ways of doing it. Do it your way. Like if I'm painting this painting here in a tutorial and you see the sky, you don't have to paint it exactly the same cloud layout and everything. If you've done your practicing and you know how to do a sky, I'm showing you how to do a sky. You're more than welcome to copy it exactly, but you don't need to if you don't want to. You can do your version of a sky, your version of clouds. Same with water and waves and shadows and things like that. The one behind you, I mean, Tammy Sharp. Ian is the bomb, says Tammy Sharp. Thank you, Tammy Sharp. Can't understand that. Thank you. The one behind you. Good night. Got to go to sleep, says Oswina. Okay, Oswina. Good night. God bless you. Have a good sleep. Annette. Hello from Canada, says Annette Dessette. Ativa is saying, good night. I am your admirer. Congratulations on your work. Send you a hug to Brazil. I would love to paint one of your beautiful Brazilian landscapes. Good night, Edwina. Cyber kisses and hugs to you from the guru. Okay, Kim Pickerel, I want to buy one of your paintings. Okay, Kim, message me on Facebook. There's a link in the description below that shows you my art for sale. And what is in that link is what is available for sale. When one is sold, they are removed, so you're not asking for one that's already been sold. Message me on Facebook. I won't be able to get to it immediately because I'm actually live now, but I'll get to it and then we can sort out details then. And just so long as you know, payment is done through a PayPal account. So if you don't have a PayPal account, see if you can put one together or source a family member or a friend's use theirs. Okay. Having trouble with waves, says Pam McDaniel. Well, if you're having trouble with waves, do yourself a favour and don't do a full painting. If you're putting waves in a full painting, practice your waves. I've got plenty of videos on there just showing basic simple waves or water movements. Practice some of those. Look how I'm doing it, but do it your way. Squint your eyes and look at your work, and then practice, then start putting waves into your paintings again, and you'll be knocking yourself and other people out with your results, guaranteed, okay? Janice Burns, Kim, Ian's got a Facebook page, and all his paintings are there. Oh, yeah, some of them are there, as the page is very new, so not all my paintings are there. In my, hang on a minute, Facebook page. Yes, sorry, misunderstood you, Janice Burns. My Facebook page has my art in there. Yes, I thought you were talking about my art group. Sarah, hello from Alaska. Love watching your tutorials. I've learnt a lot. Thank you very much for the feedback, Sarah. Tammy Sharp, I ain't cyber hugs and kisses too. I ain't, or do you want cyber? Tammy Sharp, here's all your cyber hugs and kisses to you, Tammy Sharp, and to everybody else who wants a cyber hug and kiss. There you go. I love you all. Warren, do you accept PayPal? Yes, I do. All payments are done through PayPal only, and the prices do include the shipping to your house, okay? At the moment, they are $69 US, which includes all shipping and handling. But as time changes, fees change through post offices and that, prices are subject to change. But at the moment, they're $69 US, okay? Hello from Alaska, says Paul McDaniel. Hello, Paul McDaniel. How are you? Waves are hard, says Sharon Blankenship. They can be hard, but they are also quite easy once you know where to put the shadow, the dark and the lighter spots, and crisp it up with a bit of white, okay? So have a look in my videos there and see what you come across, and just practice. It does take practice, okay? And if you've done something and you're not quite happy with it, leave it. Put it down and have a look at it every other day, and you can sort of look at it analyze it and think, you know what, I know where I need to fix that thing up there, and then bang, you get right into it. Click, says Tammy Sharp. Is that what you mean, Tammy? Thanks, Ian, says Pamela. Awesome, thank you. Yes, I have problems with waves too, says Sarah. So that's it, Sarah Chandler. It just takes a lot of practice, okay? Waves can be a bit like clouds. Clouds need a lot of practice. Blending, scrumbling, waves. Waves, to me, waves have a lot of scrumbling in them, not blending like I do on my skies. Also, what I want to bring to your attention is some varnishing issues and time. Have I still got the time in this phone here? I think I've deleted it. Yes, I have. I don't have my mobile with me. On your mobile devices, you have world clocks. Go in there and look at New York time and compare it to your city's time, okay? And then you can work out how far behind or ahead you are. So if I'm posting a live, when I'm going to go live on a certain time, you can work out by your timeline what time it will be, okay? Most mobile phones have a clock in it, and in the clock, when you open the clock, you have a stopwatch, an alarm, a timer, or the world clock. Go into world clock, go into add a city, add New York City. I'm using New York time because everyone knows New York. Not many people have heard of Perth. And I come on New York time, 9 p.m. So you can look up and have New York time in your phone all the time, and you'll know the time difference. Because I do have a lot of people going, what time is that in my city? And you're not even telling me your city sometimes, and I don't know. But that's why I'm telling you about this world clock now, just so you know about that, okay? Varnishing issues, just after I have a mouthful of me coughing, it's going to go cold on me. What have we been going for, half an hour? Any chance you could do packing and shipping tutorial, says Mark Babbitt. Yes, I can. We all have our own ways of packing and shipping things, posting and handling, but I suppose I can. Excuse me, I just got a bit of a running nose there. Sorry for that. Yes, I could show you the way I pack a painting now. I've started selling my paintings. The first ones that got sold, I was learning as I was selling them how to pack them better and better and better. I've come to a point now where they are packed in a way which is going to handle a little bit of roughness. They won't handle severe roughness, but the average roughness on conveyor belts and passing through crates and stuff, they should handle that okay. We can't do nothing about the people that want to use them as a frisbee or something like that, okay. The Art Network is awesome. Thank you, Pamela. And so is saying, love watching your tutorials. I've learnt a lot. Thank you for the feedback there. Congrats, Ian. I see you're up to 64,000 subscribers. Oh, yes, we are. So the channel is actually 64,464 subscribers to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much, everybody, for getting me there. I appreciate your support and following my content all the time. So we're a tidbit under 65,000. So I just want to thank you for your support there. It means a lot to me, okay? What's there? I can address... video tutorials. For those people learning on video tutorials, it pays to watch the tutorial first so you know what's going to happen and how you can set yourself up, and so you know what is going to be painted, why I'm doing such a thing in the painting, and how it's going to turn out at the end, okay? It's your way of knowing what's in my head as you're painting along, okay? Mark Forbes is saying, it's real, you're now a patron of Ian Harris. Okay, there is you're all welcome to become a patron if you're not a patron of mine. A patron is a platform I have there. There is a link in the description below. It's a way you can support my content. It's a way when you look at my videos and you appreciate what I'm doing and you go, you know what, Ian, I love what you're doing. Here's a couple of bucks a month. There is no reward in my Patreon channel there because I'm not doing it full time. If I was a full-time YouTuber, patron, things can happen a lot more often and there can be rewards there. But unfortunately, I have a daytime job. where I've got to attend to, and then when I have spare time, I put video tutorials together and post them on my YouTube channel. And any way you can support my content is much appreciated, as I do have to buy things for my painting lessons to happen. All right, but I'm not doing it for that. I do it because I enjoy it, but when the donations come in or the support from patrons, it's much appreciated and it does help. Do you paint the edge of your painting canvases both stretched? I don't do stretch canvas anymore. Sometimes I used to with the stretch canvas, and sometimes I didn't. So the ones I didn't, on the stretch canvas, I just painted it black. It was a lot easier to paint the painting, not worried about following it around the corner there. And when I was finished, I just painted the edge black. With these canvas panels, these are not painted on the edge. Okay. Something like this goes into a frame. Now, they're also, someone sent me a link, I forget who it was. They want to know how they can hang a panel on the wall without painting, without putting it in a frame. There are 3M products. They're virtually a double-sided tape, and it looks like this. I'll show you what it looks like, so bear with me a minute. I've got a piece of paper here, and they're pretty much a, I'll just draw this. Let's see if you can see that. Where are we? It's pretty much like that, and it's double. This part here is double-sided tape, and you just put it into the center of your panel, and then it's got that hook on it, and you can just hook it onto a nail onto the wall or something like that. Or if you're clever, you can glue the ring cap of a can into the middle, and that's got its own little loop in it, and you can hook that onto a nail and just hang your panel, your naked panel onto the wall as it is. Okay. What have we got going here? Do you paint the edges? That was from Carol Clifford anyway, about painting the edges there. Janice Burns, I've purchased 3 of Ian's paintings. One arrived in great, and they arrived in each one arrived in great shape. Yes, they do. It depends on the people delivering it. Sometimes I've even seen video feeds where the people at airports, the people at the post office and that, they're having some mean times with our parcels out there. So it's just, hopefully they don't do it with the ones we're expecting. Okay. There was a friend who purchased one. It got caught in he sent me some photos. I think it was from Bruce there. He sent me some photos, and I said, show me the damage that happened in that, because it was perfect when it left my hands. But I can see, and even Bruce brought it to my attention, that it looked like they had conveyor belts, and it might have got jammed on the conveyor belt. That's where I thought, well, I need to not let that happen again, so I'm putting protective cardboard within the packaging as well. But like Mark Babbitt mentioned, I will do a video on how I package my paintings, okay? So whoever buys the next one, I'll probably do it on that, or I can just do a blank one. All right. Hope things get better, Sharon. Cheers, Ian from Tammy. Paul saying hope things get better with Sharon. Mark Babbitt, I've subscribed, and I am sure many of everyone has too. Don't forget to smash the share button so others can subscribe too. Let Ian get 100,000 subscribers. Thank you very much, Mark. If you haven't already hit the thumbs up button, hit it now, and hit the share button as well. Okay, we've got 38 people here watching. We've got 40. I've got 42 thumbs up here. We can get a bit more than that. Sharon Russell, Ian, if people are using an iPhone, they can press the home key and Siri what time it is in another country. Yeah, you can ask Siri what time it is in another country, but I'll just show you. Bear with me 1 minute. I'll go and grab my iPhone. I've got the wrong one with me. What a read about it, I can't find my phone. Oh, here it is. It's right up there, you silly Billy. I'm just going to show you for those people. Okay, so you open your phone, and where are we? We've all got a Come on, stop it. I've got low battery. We've all got a clock. See the clock symbol there? So we'll open the clock. Okay, I've got a few sets because my girlfriend works in the airlines and she flies all over the world. So I like to keep track of what time it is, what set she's in. Now in the top corner there, see the plus button? You press plus. Okay, and then alphabetical order. You got every city you can think of there. Okay, look for the appropriate city, like you look for New York. Okay, and then press done, and then it'll be in here. So where are we? Los Angeles. I've got New York in there. So there's New York there. You can see New York time, Sydney time, London time, Moscow. They're all there. Just put them in your favorites in your under your clock in your iPhone device or your what's the other one? Android. No, Android's iPhone. No, Android's the other one. Golly, I hope you're all supporting everybody in the group. I don't need to hope because I look on there every day. I can't comment on everything, unfortunately, but I do like as much as I can, and I love what I'm seeing, and that everyone's having fun in there. It's fantastic stuff. And like I say, don't be shy. Don't just add. You don't have to just put art pictures in there. You can put pictures of yourself, your art station where you work, something you've made creative, even if it's something arty and crafty. Okay, all right. Great idea for hanging, says Pam. Janice Burns, agree with Mark. Invite all your friends. Oh, love Ian's instructions. We can't. Can we get him to 100,000 Ks? Yes, I think I've read that one. Sarah, I've heard that the panel board is harder to paint on than stretch canvas. Is that true? It depends what board you're painting on. See, where are we? I'll explain that to you. Who was that? I heard this is for Sarah Chandler. Now this is MDF board. It's wood. It's just wood on both sides. And see this white? That is like gesso or white ceiling paint. It's like a primer. I primer both sides. Okay. Now I've painted on it. If anything, it's got no teeth on it like canvas. So that's that one. Now I'll get back to that in a minute. Now this one here we go. This one here. This is a board as well. These are ones I make. That green stuff comes off on the back. It protects the back of it. Now these I've glued canvas on top of. I've got a massive big roll of canvas. It's about 1,200 wide and about 5 meters long. And I cut it to size and glue them onto these canvas panels. So that is virtually a canvas. It's a good quality canvas. It's the same canvas. It's on a stretch canvas, but it's glued on top of a panel. Okay, so it depends. Some canvas panels are canvas paper. Some of them you'd have to look at the quality and work out what you want to paint on. But if you're practicing, it doesn't have to be something too expensive. You can even paint on cardboard. But practice for that surface as well. That involves practicing as well. Kim Pickerel, I'll message you for a painting when you get the chance. Okay, Kim, I'll get onto that after this show. Got about 20 minutes left in this show. Maury Marshall, hello from Gympie, Queensland. G'day, Maury Marshall. How are you? Welcome aboard. It's good to have someone else from down under here. Crackerbox, I like panels. Sturdier than stretch canvas. Stretch canvas, the only reason I don't use stretch canvas is it's overkill for my tutorial channel, for my YouTube channel. I'm painting I'm demonstrating a painting on a panel. They can even be half the size of this, I suppose, if I want, but I'd like to keep them at A3 size. That way they're capable of being sold. If they were half that size, they're not worth selling, and they're just going to build up, okay? But they're practical for me. If they're practical for you, if you're going to put something in a gallery or sell it or hang it on a wall, it's best in a canvas panel as well. But I used to paint in canvas, stretch canvas, when I first started my channel. You'll probably see some of my videos there in stretch canvas. But now I'm just sticking with canvas panels. But now I'm making my own to keep the costs down because they can get quite expensive. Okay, thank you for your teaching. Say hello to Brazil from My name is Ghislaine. Hello, Ghislaine. How are you? Says Sharon. Angela Young. Marie Marshall. I am an hour and 40 minutes away from you. I live in Harvey Bay. Good stuff. So many close to me in Queensland. Janice Burns. I just shared Ian to my Facebook page. Angela Young. Me too. Janice, right from the get-go. G'day everyone from Geraldton, says Barry Redburn. G'day Barry Redburn, how you going? Thank you for joining the show here. We've got about 20 minutes left, or maybe 15 minutes now. If you're new to the show, take a moment to hit the thumbs up and share it to your social network there, and check the links in the description below. Let's get on to a few. I want to acknowledge the people again that joined my patrons platform last week. There was 3 of them, which was Angela Young. Thank you very much, Angela Young. There was a Pamela Fleming. Thank you very much, Pamela Fleming. And Leanne Warina. Thank you very much to Angela, Pamela, and Leanne for supporting my content on my Patrons platform. There are links in the description below if you want to check it out. And also, Deborah Lalonde, a.k.a. Dee Dee, she bought a painting last week. She bought the Sunlit Palms. It was similar to this one here, but different. Same, but different. She bought that one. Thank you very much there, Deborah Lalonde, for that. Like I said, varnishing issues. Well, not issues. Some people have been asking me about varnishing. Let me just check here. I'll just show that mark. Me too. Heather, Ian finally got here. I'm still having problems painting small rocks around paintings and lighthouse. I have overpainted so many. Truly, yours truly, Patreon. Okay, thank you very much, Nicole. If you're having trouble painting small rocks, practice them. Watch me or watch some other people that's doing them and just practice them. They do take practice, okay? Some people look at a painting and go, oh, mine doesn't look as good as yours, or mine looks like crap. That's only because you're not putting enough effort into it to practice, okay? That's all it is. What size is the best to sell? Carol Clifford. Should get up to at least 12 inches per panel. So you Americans use inches. Us Australians, we use mils. And so inches, what are you going by there? 10 by 8. 10 by 8. Oh, that's probably half the size of, that's probably an office size painting. They're a bit small to sell unless it's a really beautiful work of art, full detailed, and it's got a lot of things happening in there. But I myself probably wouldn't sell anything smaller than an A3 size. An A3 size is double the size of an office page, an A4 size, okay? Here's your office page. These are A4. Whether you're using millimeters or inches, an A3 is pretty much double that. So I myself wouldn't sell anything smaller than that unless it was a really fine piece of art. Okay, now back to the varnishing. You're still doing whack a frame on it videos? Yes, I am. I'm still doing whack a frame on it videos. I'm not promoting it on my Facebook page anymore because I don't want to be too inundated, and it's going to take a while. If you put a video to me today, it's going to take several weeks before you see that in the video because there are people before you, and sometimes I might get one video up a week, I might get 2 up a week, or I might get none up a week, depending on my workload. So those of you who do know it, you're more than welcome to send more than one, but make sure they're different from the other one that you send. But I am still taking videos for whack a frame on it. And for those of you that don't know, that's how you can appear in my YouTube videos. You need to message me for details, but you're virtually making a video of yourself, telling everybody your name, what you're doing, where you're from, and you know what? It's time for Ian to whack a frame on it. And that's a part of my video near the end where I'm putting a frame on it, but we go across to you to get edited in to tell me to whack a frame on it, and I acknowledge you that way in the video as well, and your name gets put up there in the credits as well. All right. What else we got here? A3 is 12 by 16 inch. Okay, so 12. Yeah, well, that's what I'm using in my tutorial channels. Actually, what am when I edit a video, I've got all my instructions to try and remember things. Be 12 by 16 inch or 30 centimeters by 42 centimeters if you're going in centimeters. Okay. Thank you. Hello, Karen Porridge, says Doug. Tamara Biddle is hi Ian and everyone. I'm late. Hello, Tamara. How are you? Well, Steve's in the hallway there. Steve's waiting for his breakfast. Got about 10 minutes to go in this show here. Angela Dunn. Ian, can you please say thank you to all members for all the help and inspiring in your Facebook group. Cheers. Okay, from Angela, she wants me to everyone in my Facebook art group page, Ianapolis Art Network. Thank you everyone for your input. You're helping everybody out, and Angela wants me to thank you members, or want you members to hang on. Let me just read that again. Can you please say thank you? Angela's thanking you all for your input. She's learning a lot from that group there, which is very good, and I suppose a lot of other people are as well. Hello everyone, I'm late, says Tabitha Williams. G'day Tabitha Williams. Angela, yo, thanks Ian. You are welcome, Angela. What else? Oh, varnishing issues. So I haven't got to that. Let's get to that. People want to know what should they varnish their paintings in. I can only tell you with acrylic paintings, I varnish them whether they're dry or they're still a bit wet. I still varnish them. Acrylic is a very sturdy medium product, okay? And I've had no trouble varnishing them when they're wet, but with a spray can varnish, okay? And I myself use gloss. And you don't need to put, let's say, one of my paintings behind glass. It's a painting. In general, paintings don't sit behind glass unless it's a water print or a water painting or a photo. People say, well, it keeps all the dust off it. Well, they're varnished when they're ready to go onto the wall. And at the end of the day, when you're varnishing when you're dusting your furniture, you give the painting a bit of a dusting as well to pull any dust that might have gathered off it. And that's how you keep it clean, okay? I use a gloss varnish. There are matte and satin varnishes. Matte is the dullest. Satin is in between matte and gloss is obviously gloss. I just glossed this one yesterday. Spray varnished it. It brings out, in the acrylic, it brings out the luster and the depth and the colours more vibrantly, okay? You probably can't see any difference here. This one is varnished, this one is not. If that one got sold, I'll be varnishing it. Some of my paintings have been sold, and it's up. If you've got one that hasn't been varnished, do yourself a favour and varnish it. But from now on, whatever does get sold is getting varnished, okay? Okay, where are we? Tamara, doing pretty good. Tutorials for practice, plus it's cool. Mark Babbitt, finally, Tabitha, we've been waiting for you. Mark's been waiting for you, Tabitha. All right, she's here, Mark. Tamara Brindle. What brand do you use? I use Matisse and Atelier Paints. If that's me you're asking there. Atelier Paints is a very good artist quality paint, and I love it. I love the way it works. The stuff, not the Matisse, but the Atelier, it's, what's that word on it? I'll come back to it. It's interactive paint. So it can dry, but you can open it up with some water and it'll move again. Because Celeste is telling Sharon Russell, I use the black panels for space paintings, moons, paintings, and etc. Just wanted to say hi, says Bruce Anderson. G'day, Bruce. Thank you for joining us. I don't know if you've just joined on or you've been here a bit. I'm off to practice waves and trees. Good night, all, says Carol Clifford. You're welcome. Like I said in the art group page, it's good that you're supporting each other, and don't be shy. Put a picture of yourself in there and your art station as well, and be sure to credit anyone's reference photo you're using, or if you've used it from someone's tutorial, just credit that person so people know where you got your idea from, because some people might think it's actually your idea, but you know, it's good to know who had the idea or who it belongs to or where you were inspired from. Okay. And I want to thank Deborah Lalonde for buying one of my paintings last week. Everyone that buys my paintings, just get a shout out in my live shows, and everyone that does become a patron gets a shout out as well. And I also want to thank Angela Young, Pamela Fleming, and Leanne Warina. They were the last three last week that joined my Patreon platform and supporting my content. Thank you very much. Check the links in the description below. There's over 240 videos there. So many different subjects you can knock yourself out with and things you can learn from. And like I said, there's a Patreon platform, my Facebook page. You can follow me there, add me as a friend. And if you add me as a friend, be sure to message me and tell me you met me on YouTube. I'm off to practice waves. Mark Babbitt says, hello, Bruce. Good night. Carol says, crack a box. Janice, hi, Bruce. They're all saying g'day to you, Bruce. How you going, Bruce? Excellent idea. Any more questions? We're going to start wrapping this up in 5 minutes. Okay. Hi, late. Who has just got on here? Angela Young. Hi to the late members. Angela saying hello to everyone that's just joined in. You weren't here from the beginning of the show. Thank you very much for that, Angela. You're a little gem, aren't you? Sonali is saying hello. Hello, Sonali. Where else are we? I've got the varnishing issue. I've got the clock issue out. I'll be sure to practice and take time to look at the video if you're learning from a video, whether it's mine or somebody else's. Look at the whole video and know what you're up against, and then you can go back to the beginning. You've got yourself set up. You've got a coffee going. I've got my coffee going right here. And you know what you're going to paint. And take your time. Remember, it's not a race. You can take as long as you want to do a painting. And remember, it's not a contest as well. No one, in my eyes, no one's painting is ever better than somebody else's. They are only different looking, all right? That's all it is. It's not a contest. Sharon J is in the middle, painting on your left, a tutorial. In the middle, painting on my left. My left is this one. But you must be painting that one because that one's not out yet. This one will be out. What's today? Today's Friday night there, so probably about Tuesday. Camera's there, I'm looking here instead of there. Thank you, everybody. My channel's reached 64,464 subscribers. Thank you very much. We're over halfway to 100,000 subscribers. Thank you for your support. That's fantastic. Good night, all, says Pamela McDaniels. Good night, Pamela. Janice Burns, have you thought about painting up with the local artists? I would if there was a local artist here, but I don't know any artists here in Perth. I know of a couple in the eastern states, but if I lived in their city, I'll be making sure I catch up with them and doing something with them. But I live on the west coast of Australia, Perth, Western Australia, and I don't know any local artists here. If there are any local artists in Perth, Western Australia that know of me, you're more than welcome to contact me and say, hey, and we can, if their time permits, we can catch up, okay? So keep that in mind. It's a lovely one. I love that idea, Janice. Yes, it's a good idea, Janice. So hopefully there is someone in Perth that knows of me. Good night, or says Tamara Bindle. Janice Burns, thank you, Ian, for all you do. Can we see Steve before you go? We miss him. Steve is not in the house, and I don't really want to get up and leave the chair for more than a minute. So, unfortunately, if he was here, I'd pick him up, but unfortunately, he isn't. He has been in the past, but unfortunately, I can't do that for you, Janice. Great to see Great to see you all next week. Good night, everybody. All right, we're all saying good night, so I think we've had all the questions we need to have. Check the links in the description below. Give us a thumbs up. And we'll say good night, and then we'll see you next week as well. I'll just get ready to end the screen, end the thing here. Angela Young, thank you, Ian, for your support. You're awesome, and all the members too. Good night, and good afternoon. Okay, so I want to say, if you like what I do, you tell your friends. If you don't like what I'm doing, tell everybody. All right, all the best, goodbye, good luck, and good on you. And it's Uru from the Guru.